Okay, so I'm starting to think people don't look shit up. What the frag? Come on now, people. Okay, so I got into a good conversation today. It was interesting. Again, yet again, somebody decided they were going to use the word misogyny. Have any of you actually looked up this word? Do you understand what the hell it actually means? My God, people. If you actually look it up. Now, of course, there's a couple of different definitions for it. But if you look it up, it is the hatred of, contempt for, and the prejudice against women. Obviously, the opposite of this word would be misandry. Again, it's the hatred of, contempt of, and the prejudice against men. So both words are literally on the aspect of, okay, well, you know what? We hate you. You should die. You shouldn't exist. What the hell? And we consistently use these words. Now, if you look up an actual different word, yes, there is a different word, and it's a lot older than this word. It's called chauvinism. It works for people. It works for politics. It works for a lot of different things. It is the unreasonable belief in the superiority or dominance of one's own group of people. So that also, of course, spreads into who is seen as strong and virtuous, while others are considered weak, unworthy, and inferior. This works on both male chauvinism, which is the belief that men are superior to women, and female chauvinism, which is essentially what most feminists believe they are. The female chauvinist is the belief that women are superior to men. These go to all forms of ideology that goes to men and women. Men seem to think, okay, well, we're better than you. You belong in the house. You belong pregnant, barefoot, and in the kitchen. I know, controversial. People don't like hearing that. But that falls under chauvinism, male chauvinism. It is not misogyny, and it is not misandry. It's male and female chauvinism. I keep hearing these things. I keep seeing everybody using the word. The only ones are the extremists and the feminists that I've actually seen that say, okay, well, you know what? Kill all men. All men need to die. Get rid of all men. Yet, I'm not recalling very many things that say, kill all women. Destroy women. Actually, and I know you all hate this guy and you hate these people, Jordan Peterson, Andrew Tate, hell, even Sneeko, and all of these people that are saying, protect all women. Now, they do fall a lot along the lines of chauvinistic. They do have traditional traits. They do have traditional value. They want to make it so that everybody has their place. Now, traditionally, that worked. There was a balance in the home. It was male jobs versus female jobs, but it was balanced. It made it so that everybody had their point. Everybody had their place. All you feminists out there that want to sit there and say, okay, well, you know what? Women were oppressed. Were they? I think women have somewhere along the lines forgot that you are the ones that help mold, help create society. Your job was to bring up the men and women of the future. You were the ones that gave the strength, the intellect, and the dialogue that allowed everybody to have their place. Men were quite base. Men were base in the aspect we provide, we protect. And we got respect for it because we could keep the tribe alive. And yes, before you all start in the comments, I know we're not in tribe mentalities anymore. We're not going back that far. But doesn't it make more sense that we look for the balance in people? Whether it's cultural, whether it's family, whether it's relationships. Finding that balance so that people can get onto a main level where we can work together and help each other move forward rather than playing the victims, rather than turning around and constantly calling one another down. I by no means am a religious man, but when I'm starting to hear more sense coming out of religious podcasts than I am out of the regular everyday that is consistently wanting to down people, consistently wanting people to believe they're victims and that the past rules their future. None of this makes sense. Yeah, the past was what the past was. And I know you're all going to sit there, oh, you're a white dude. Guess what? I'm also Native. I do have Métis background as well. I also have Asian background. So, again, those are peoples that were held back, peoples that were enslaved. Everybody in the world at one point or another was held as a slave. Everybody's had bullshit and problems in the past. But does that define our future? Is that the way we need to teach people to consistently move forward? My thoughts. I'm Mr. Lee. I'm getting to be known as the official a-hole. You're going to love me, you're going to hate me. Doesn't matter. Leave comments. Like if you like what I'm saying and where I'm going with this. Definitely some comments on what you want to hear next and some of the things I may or should talk about again. But either or, let's start a Discord rather than a blame game. Let's start making it so people's value is in their opinion and not just their prejudice. That's it for now. We'll talk to you all later. Enjoy it today.